Alright guys, go ahead and get out your homework from last night. Today we're just going to go over them. Okay. Number 13. Alright, just kind of taking a look at this. Which side would you choose? Hopefully you say the left side because there's more stuff over there. Okay? First thing I see is that I have a cosine squared x and a sine squared x. That's an identity. Okay, that just equals 1. So that gives me cotangent squared x plus 1. Remember to bring down your equal sign. Okay? Kind of take a look at what we have. Alright, well, that's just an identity, okay? So, let's see, what is that? That is cosecant x. Cosecant squared x, sorry. And, hey, that is exactly what we needed. So, this one's already done. Oh, that one was easy. Number 14. Now remember, some of these you might get a little differently than I did. Okay? Just understand there's a short route you can go and there's a long route you can go, but as long as you get to the same answer, it's okay. Alright, now number 14, let's see, which side should I choose? Well, I see a fraction with stuff on it, so I'm definitely thinking about choosing the left side. Okay? So let's see what we have. 1 minus sine squared x over 1 plus cotangent squared x. Well, I know 1 plus cotangent squared x is cosecant because, our last problem had the exact same identity, right? And the top, 1 minus sine squared x, well, that's just cosine squared x, right? So let's kind of change these around. So this would be cosine squared x over cosecant squared x. Now remember, you're always trying to keep your goal in mind, which is right there. You're trying to make the left side be the exact same thing as the right side. Okay? So let's see, what can we do? I see sine and cosine on the right side, so I definitely need to change everything into terms of sine and cosine, right? So this is going to be cosine squared x over 1 over sine squared x, just like that. Flip your fraction and multiply, okay, which gives you cosine squared x times sine squared x. Was that what we were looking for? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're good. Sorry about that. Someone kind of walked in and distracted me for a second. And get our check mark, and we are good. All right. Number 15. Okay, you're going to need a little space for this one, right? So if you have not worked these and you're just copying down, you make sure that you have nice space. By the way, if you're just copying these down, okay, you are in a lot of trouble right now because these are actually very difficult and you need to be able to fight through these. Alright. Definitely going to do the left side here because those have more things to work with. I do see 2 fractions, right? So we say we just put them together, like doing common denominators. Okay, this first fraction on the left is missing tan on the bottom, so I need to multiply by tan x on that one. And the second one is missing 1 plus secant x, right? So I need to multiply by that. So let's kind of put everything together. This would give me tan squared x plus, okay, this is a FOIL problem over here, so this would be 1 plus 2 secant x, 2 secant x plus secant squared x all over 1 plus secant x tangent x, like that. Okay, bring your equal sign over. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Okay, well, I see two things that are in secant, and then I have this tangent kind of in the way, right? But I do notice that I have tangent squared x plus 1, right? That is an identity. That actually equals secant squared x. All over. Remember, you have to show every step, okay? Alright. And now I see that I have 2 secant squared x's, so I can combine like terms, right? So that's going to be 2 secant squared x plus 2 secant x all over 1 plus secant x times tangent. Notice how I'm not putting the denominators together, okay? I'm waiting to see if something can reduce. I want to leave it this way to see if something will go away, okay? Alright, let's see, what can I take out? I can factor the top, right? Factor the top. I can take a 2 secant x out of the top, right? So what would I be left with? Secant x plus 1? Yeah. Okay. All over 1 plus secant x tangent x. Like that. Well, these two things will cancel out, right? Okay. That leaves me with 2 secant x over tangent x. Okay. Well, I'm still not at my goal yet, so let's see. What else could I do? Well, let's turn everything into sine and cosine. See where that takes us. So this would be 2 over cosine x divided by sine x over cosine x. Okay. Flip the bottom and multiply, so your cosines are going to end up canceling, right? So that would look like this. Let's see, cosines would cancel, and you're left with 2 over sine. Right? Well, 2 over sine is just 2 cosecant x, which is exactly what we were looking for. So that one was kind of long, but we kind of made it through, right? Let's see. Next one. Number 16. All right, let's see what we have. We're definitely working with the left side here, right? Well, I have two fractions that are being multiplied together, so let's just multiply them together. Yeah. So that would be 1 on top, and then this is a FOIL problem on the denominator. Those are the exact same terms, just 1 plus 1 minus, so it's just the difference of 2 squares, right? So it's going to be 1 minus cosine squared x. Okay, well 1 minus cosine squared x is the same thing as sine squared x, right? So it's 1 over sine squared x. Okay, which that happens to be cosecant squared x. And that's exactly what I was looking for. So that one was short and sweet, very easy. All right, number 17. Let's see. Again, it doesn't really matter which side you choose. I always try to, go with the fraction ones because you can normally do more things with fractions. So I'm actually going to pick the right side. You could have picked the left side, okay, and got the same thing. It just might have taken you a little longer. All right. Well, on the right side, let's see, what can I do? They're both already in sine cosine. Oh, I know, I can multiply by the conjugate, right? And see where that takes me? So this would be like 1 plus cosine x times 1 plus cosine x, just like that. Let's see where that takes me. So this would be sine x plus sine x cosine x, right? Divided by, okay, well those are the same except for different signs, so that would just give me 1 minus cosine squared x, right? Okay, let's see. Well, 1 minus cosine squared x is just sine squared x, right? Like that. Okay. And let's see. Well, I could factor out a sine and kind of subtract that way, but I think that would actually get me back to where I started almost. So let's try something new. Let's see. Let's split our fractions. Let's say sine x over sine squared x. All right, and then it would be plus sine x cosine x divided by sine squared x. Okay. Remember that your equal signs are on the left side this time because we're working on the right side, right? Okay. Well, let's just reduce our fractions. One of our signs can cancel over here. And let's see, coming over here, one of our signs can cancel, right? Okay, so what does that leave us? 1 over sine x plus cosine x over sine x. Right? Okay. Well, what is 1 over sine x? That is cosecant x plus, and then cosine over sine is just cotangent x, right? And hey, that's exactly what we were looking for, right? So cosecant x plus cotangent x, our little check mark, and we are golden. We got that one. All right, last one of the day, number 18. Alright, so definitely we are working with the left side this time because, the right side tangent, really? There's nothing much you can do with that. And we have to actually make it into this big, long thing on the other side. So I'm definitely sticking with the left side here. Okay? What do we see? I see a FOIL problem, right? So let's try to get this FOIL problem done. Okay? See you tomorrow. Alright, so let's see. Just like first term kind of thing. So it's going to be cosecant x times secant x, right? Plus, well, cosecant times 1 is just cosecant. Minus, okay, cotangent x secant x. Yeah. And then, let's see, minus cotangent x. And we have our equal sign. Okay? Well, let's see. We collect like terms. Nothing's alike. Okay, so let's just change everything to sine cosine and see how that works out. So this first one would be 1 over sine x times cosine x, right? This one right here would be 1 over sine x minus, let's see, cosine x over, let's see, this would be sine x times cosine x. cosine x over sine x. Okay, so all these fractions kind of make me dizzy. So let's put them all together and make them one, right? Okay, so we just need common denominators. So it looks like sine times cosine is the common denominator. So we just need to change, this fraction here and this fraction here, right? Just be able to put them all together. All right, so when we do that, what does that look like? Okay, we got sine x cosine x. Didn't do anything to this one, so it's just 1 plus cosine x minus cosine x minus, cosine squared x. There we go. Equal sign. All right. Oh, look at this. We can cancel out these two because I got one positive, one negative, right? Okay. And what do we have left? 1 minus cosine squared x. Well, hey, that's an identity. That's sine squared x, right? So this is going to be sine squared x over sine x cosine x. Okay. One of my signs are going to cancel, right? Which leaves me sine x over cosine x, which is tangent x. And hey, that's what we were going for, right? Tangent x. We got this done. All right. All right, guys. These are the project rules. Okay. Write them down in your notes somewhere. Number 1. Okay, I know you've heard this before, but I'm just going to go through it one more time, make sure everyone hears it. You must use notebook paper, okay, on your proofs. That means I do not want spiral paper ripped out with the little edgings on the side, okay? If you do rip out your paper on the sides, out of the spiral, make sure that you tear off the sides, okay? Do not want any of that fringe. All right. Number 2, I want each proof on its own sheet of paper. Okay, some of these proofs could go into 2 pages. So you're just going to use front and back, okay? Just depends on how you actually go about getting to the answer. Number 3, proofs must be done vertically, just like I've been doing in the notes. I must see all steps. Remember, if you skip steps, I will take off points. If you skip too many steps, I will take off all points. Okay, you may work with a partner or by yourself. Okay, it is your choice. I believe we've already done most of the partners in the class. Okay, if you do not have a partner and you want one, I would be asking to see if anyone else does not have a partner, just to make sure. Okay? Number 5. The project does not leave this room. You may work on it during class and before and after school. The before and after school starts on Monday, so you can't start staying after until Monday, okay? You're going to be putting the project paper, okay, that is the paper that has your problems on it, on top of all your work and paper clipped together before you leave. Now, the final day, I want everything stapled together. But until then, everyone will get a paper clip just to kind of keep all of your stuff together. Now remember, I need everything to stay here. Okay? I am letting you use your notes on the project. The thing is, whatever you use needs to stay in class. Okay? I do not want any of these problems leaving my class. So if you use your notes on the project, you have to leave your notes here. Does everyone understand that? If it's in your spiral, the notes that you've taken, please take them out of your spiral. I do not want a whole bunch of spirals in the back. Alright? Also, on project day, which you will be getting your projects tomorrow, okay? I need all of your backpacks, everything that you're not using on the project, in the front of the room. Alright? You're just going to kind of put them all lined up against the wall, okay? I need your phones in the calculator slots. Alright? If I catch you with a phone at your desk during the project at any point during the day, okay, with your project, you will receive a 0. Alright? Let's see. Whenever you come in, I need you and your partner to separate from everyone else, okay? I need you to actually move your desk away from everyone else. Try to separate yourselves from each other. Just please do not block the actual door, okay? Because that's like a fire hazard, okay? But I don't want to come in here and see you guys in rows, all right? I need you and your partner together, just separated from everyone else. I do not want you facing another partner, another team, okay? Remember, you cannot talk to one another. The way you communicate is by writing things down. You can write each other notes and everything, but you cannot talk. I do not want other teams to hear what you are saying. All right? Remember, this is a test. Okay? Let's see. Am I forgetting anything? Yes, on Tuesday, your projects will be due at 4 o'clock p.m. Okay? At 4 o'clock on Tuesday, I'm going to walk back to your boxes. Okay? And you're going to be putting your stuff in a box in the back. Let's see, it would be your right side of the room, okay? If you kind of turn around, you can see them. They all have numbers for your class periods on them, okay? That's where you're going to be leaving your stuff every day. But on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, I'm going to walk back there and pick up the projects and grade them, okay? Just kind of a reminder, you have 4 days to work on this. If you are absent one of those days, you have forfeited that day. Okay? Because the project only takes 3 days to finish. On Tuesday, these things are due. If you are absent on Tuesday, I will grade what you have back there. So you need to make sure that you have everything in order. Okay? Now, I only want your final drafts on that Tuesday. So whenever you are done, you need to throw away all scratch paper. Remember, none of that stuff leaves my room. Okay? And if I'm not actually here, I want you to paper clip your notes together and leave them in the box as well so you can get those back. But I don't want those to leave the room either until I get back. Okay? Let's see. I think that's all. Alright. Well, I hope to see you either tomorrow or the next day. Alright? For the rest of the time today, what I would do is get with your partner and talk about your homework. And I would talk about how you got the answer, okay, if it was different than mine. Because remember, there are multiple ways to actually get these answers. There's not just one cookie cutter way. That's why these things are a little tricky. You have to just kind of play with them. Alright? get with your partner, start talking about the project so you guys can get used to each other, so you can get used to working with each other. Because come tomorrow, you're not going to be able to talk to one another, and you're going to have to work with each other for 4 days like that. Okay? Alright. That's what I want you to do for the rest of the time. Go through your notes, figure out what part that you're going to be using on the project. Make sure you go ahead and take it out of your spiral. I want everything ready to go for tomorrow so I can give you your projects and you can get started. Okay?